Skiff, I've got a proposal for you. Come over here. You got some business here, or you just want to shoot the shit?
You said you had a proposal for me.
Right. The job's pretty important. Tell me, Skiff, what do you do when somebody lays claim to something that belongs to you? When someone stands between you and your goal?
If someone or something gets in my way, I eliminate the problem.
The same goes for me. I knew we were cut from the same cloth ever since I heard those rumors about you from the slag heap. Before you got involved in my affairs.
Explain.
I'm the one who told the ringmaster to kidnap Bird's men, Skiff. And the ensign didn't go after the Sultan's briefcase on a tip from a disgruntled henchman. The tip came from me.
I'll never get.
You're trying to play Beard and the Sultan against each other.
They still make me sick to
But
my stomach.
why?
I'm protecting what's mine. The Sultan invited me here to clean the place up. He said, whatever you build, it's yours. And for the last 7 years, I've been building the sultans, developing trade, making connections. There's nothing left for me on the mainland. But this place, it doesn't belong to the Sultan's Skiff or to Beard. It belongs to me.
So, what do you want from me?
You're already mixed up in my business anyway, so help me bring it to fruition. I want to rid Zaton of Beard, and the Sultan, and their endless games. The zone is changing, Skiff, and it's changing very quickly. Those who change along with it will prosper, and those who fail to adapt in time will perish. The Sultan and Beard don't want change. As long as they're here, Zaton will suffer. Get them out of the picture, and I'll make sure the Sultansk has a bright future.
Why can't you run the place the same as always? Why would Beard and the Sultan make things worse for Zaton?
Do you know the history behind these two? It's been going on for years. At first, Birch was in charge here. The Sultan hung around the Skadovsk, smiling to his face, but plotting behind his back. Then, 7 years ago, the Sultan kicked Birch off the Skadovsk. Last year, Birch came back, and the Sultan allowed him to take over the Shevchenko. He just let him in. Get it? That's just the way they like it. Not quite together, not quite separate. But if someone takes advantage of their little games and attacks Zaton, it's gonna be the end for bandits and loners alike.
Let's say I kill Beard and the Sultan. What's next? What's your plan?
The plan's simple enough. Fully unify Zaton without any hidden agenda. In Garbage, everyone wanted to have the slag heap for themselves. I want to unite the loners and the bandits of the swamps under me. Then I'll recruit the former diggers from the slag heap. And the gangs that lost their bosses. Where else are they going to go? And once I've secured their loyalty, then I could start looking beyond Zaton.
Well,
All right. I'll take the job.
Great. The Sultan and Beard arranged a meeting near the harbor cranes. They say they want to negotiate, but nothing's gonna come of it. They'll both have their entourages with them. Don't just barge in guns blazing. I want the Sultan and Beard dead, but I need their men alive. The Sultan is cautious. He never goes to a meeting without a sniper covering him. Find the sniper's hiding place and take him out. Then you'll have a perfect firing position. Good luck, Skiff.
Where the fuck did you come from?
Watch your mouth, Beard. I used to play nice with you, until you started ordering your men to loot my stashes.
I couldn't care less about your stashes. You're the one who went off the rails here. First you take over the Skadovsk, and now you're using my men for turkey shoots. That's enough. I've got plenty of men and guns to put an end to this.
You've grown some balls all of a sudden, huh? Watch out, tough guy.
What the? Get away from the windows!
It's good to see you alive, Skiff.
I did what you asked.
I know. Nice work, Skiff. I sent the coupons to your PDA. Rest assured, I won't forget what you've done for me. Anything else you wanted to ask?
Were you following me out there?
I couldn't afford to take any chances, Stalker. And I won't apologize for taking precautions.
What are you gonna do now?
First, I'll get the local stalkers and bandits together. There's no reason for them to stay on the Shevchenko. Then I'll get in touch with my business partners and let them know what happened. After that, we'll see.
Sultansk used to be called Skadovsk. What are you gonna call her now?
The Kalynivsk, of course. Just kidding. You can name a ship after yourself all you want, but it doesn't make her your ship. The Sultansk can stay the Sultansk. Her name is my prize.
Good luck with the Sultansk.
Good hunting, Skiff. Remember, no matter what happens in the zone, you're always welcome on the Sultansk. First time here, huh? Don't be shy, loner. We won't bite. Visit the Sultansk once. You'll see there's no better place in all of Zaton. If you're looking for a job, got artifacts to sell, or just need a drink for the road, you've come to the right place. I know all about how this place works, and I can tell you how to make it work in your favor. Rule number 1, no trashing my shit. I'm not gonna like it. Name's Sonya, by the way. Sonya Kalyna. You know coupons were invented by some smart-ass freedom guy from Rostock, right? Wasn't that long ago, but the whole zone uses them. Jobs, trades, payments, it's all coupons now. I wonder if it's human nature, or does the zone turn anything new into something ordinary just like that? Take a look. You won't find this kind of stuff even on the mainland.
I'm looking for work. Got any?
We've always got work for a capable guy. Our boss, the Sultan, has something coming up. Go see him. Tell him Kalyna sent you. If you do a good job, we'll pay you well.
Skiff! Thank God you're here. If only Darlin had listened to me, I wouldn't have to cheat. You know that's true. Tell her. I'm begging you.
Your friend is a strange kind of scientist, Skiff. He loves secrets more than discoveries.
He's no friend of mine.
Skiff!
That makes sense. People need more than just a couple of days to really become friends. You need to trust one another, share your secrets. Like the fact that someone stole the scanners from Circa just because he was so envious of Dr. Dolly. And guided by his co-conspirator Faust, he insisted on murdering every last witness, including you, of course.
I can explain everything.
There's no need to repeat yourself, Professor. This man almost got you killed. So it's up to you to decide his fate.
Fair enough. Yevhen Martinenko, 25 years old. Born in a small town, loved a good book, but preferred a good fight. Served in the army, upon returning home was engaged in risky part-time jobs. No real friends, no family, just lonely evenings in front of the TV. A while ago he came home to find his place in ruins. You've been through a lot, Yevhen. Cigarette? After the fire at those apartments, everyone rushed to seek help from officials. But not you, Yevhen. In your search for the truth, you had the courage to enter the zone. Perseverance is an admirable quality, and you've got heaps of it. That's why we can thank you, and you alone, that the scanner is back at Circa. The zone is extremely dangerous to the outside world. But thanks to you, we will soon have its power under control. And in the meantime, you can return to the mainland and move into a beautiful new house.
Sounds great,
You deserve it.
but I want to be there for the experiment. Bread was promised. Now it's time for circuses.
Dr. Darlin speaks highly of you, but the experiment requires top-level security. Although, perhaps you could help us in this matter. Someone's planning to stop us, right? Stop us getting what we deserve.
Strider. The leader of Noontide intends to break it at Circa. He might be armed.
I knew I could count on you. Meet with Strider. Convince him not to do anything stupid. I don't want our new world to begin with bloodshed. And neither do you.
And if he doesn't change his mind?
You're an experienced guy of him. I'm sure you can handle it. One way or another.
You were hired to fix the problems on this project. But now, the Institute lies in ruins, and my men are dead! What are you gonna fuck up next, Dolan?
But I succeeded.
The doctor is right, Colonel. He did succeed. The Alpha artifact has been found. Project X's network is restored and functioning. The Institute's mission has been accomplished. We may have underestimated Strider, but that's not Dalin's fault. Something else is going on here. Something we don't know about yet. But I'm sure the world is perfectly capable of dealing with these issues. Everyone needs to be on top of their game right now. Our goal is within reach. Do you have any more questions, Yevhen?
What about the new home you promised me?
Do you want to live in a world where a fanatical sect tries to mold everyone in their own image? Because that's what they're preparing to do at the Duga. Somehow I thought you had a different vision for the future. One where every human being will be happier than they were yesterday. Not the other way around. See? Do you have any more questions, Yevhen?
What now? What's your plan?
The plan remains the same. We need to get the zone's anomalous energy under control. To achieve this, we need to reach the generators and bring them online. Then we can activate the network of research centers we've set up across the mainland. These centers are equipped with more advanced generator facilities.
But who do you represent? Project X? The regulatory board the Colonel mentioned?
You're quite perceptive. That much is certain. Yes, the regulatory board. As for Project X and its scientific endeavors, we simply ensured its continuity during a period when the government was unable to dedicate itself to the study of anomalous phenomena. You don't need to know the details. So let's just say we're interested in anything that can propel humanity forward along the path of evolution. That includes the zone.
Why does Colonel Korshinov see the scientists from Project X as traitors?
His statements are often quite harsh. True, they did conduct a poorly planned and unauthorized experiment that ultimately brought them down. But at the same time, they're responsible for the creation of the zone itself. So no, I wouldn't label them as traitors. Too independent, too ambitious maybe. But traitors, they were not. See you later.
Whatever.
Hey there, friend.
I'm still alive.
I can hook you up with some top-notch protective gear. We've got our share of reckless folks around here, and a lot of them owe their lives to my merchandise. Heck, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you if not for my own body armor. If there's one thing Miklucha and I see eye to eye on, it's that you shouldn't save on money or time when it comes to quality protection. So take your time. The fighting between Eugene and Ragman is getting worse than anything Freedom and Duty ever saw. Those peddlers are never gonna make peace. Not even if Korshinov shows up here with a treaty. We'll find the right one for you. Your life's on the line after all. Come see me again. I don't like what's going on in Rostock right now, pal. War means death, and I came too close to that once. I'm not in a hurry to get back there, but I can't just up and leave, you know? The guys here need all my supplies. So, are you gonna try something on? No one in Freedom wanted to pick another fight with Duty, but now that they started shit, Miklucha's gonna find a way to profit from it. We'll find the right one for you. Your life's on the line after all.
Professor Ozersky says that my commitment to maintaining order stifles the flight of imagination. Well, flights are for airplanes. And in science, order is paramount. That's why I won't tolerate mess. No discounts, no let's make a deal, and certainly no I'll pay you next time. You pay, you get your goods, not the other way around. Is that understood? Good. If I were in charge, we'd be respected like Circa. There's so much potential here, and it's being wasted. It's disorganized. Can you believe it? They just funded a study to determine whether pseudo-dogs have a fifth limb? This is a circus, not a scientific facility.
It's unusual to find a scientist behind a counter, rather than in a lab.
What's so unusual about it? I've got a degree in math. That's why Professor Ozersky assigned me to this post. STC Malachite is like a tumultuous ocean of scientific chaos. But I'm still trying to make a stand against it, even from here. For instance, nobody seems to care that neither Blizzard nor Lefty ever came back from their expeditions. By the way, do you think you could assist me with, helping them?
Maybe I can help, but I need to know more.
Some might see me as a soulless bureaucrat, but I genuinely care about missing people. Even if they went missing for the sake of science. First, there's Blizzard. He's a stalker who's been part of our team for a long time. He went to collect bone samples from bloodsucker victims, and we haven't heard from him since. I'm concerned. Second, Lefty and his group went to take Psi radiation measurements. Shortly afterwards, he sent word they were in trouble. And then, they went dark.
Do you know where I can find Blizzard?
I believe he ventured to the outskirts of the industrial zone. It's a swampy area, a favored habitat for bloodsuckers. I warned him not to go alone, but he was always a bit stubborn.
Where exactly was Lefty headed?
The Yantar area. We had an urgent need to measure the Psi radiation there so we could try to understand it. Some individuals, such as Professor Ozersky, believe that Lefty's group can handle it on their own. But what if they can't? Especially given that I'm the one who sent them to take those measurements. If you find them, but they're already beyond help, try to retrieve the Psi radiation data. It's of the utmost importance.
Fine. I'll do my best.
Excellent. I have forwarded the coordinates to your PDA. I'll be waiting for the good news. Or, well, any news at all. Hello. Looking for some equipment, are you? Here's what we've got. Hello. Looking for some equipment, are you?
Blizzard was on the verge of being mauled by a bloodsucker, so I had to step in. Stalker's alive and well. I believe he'll be in touch soon.
That's fantastic news. I hope he makes it to Malachite safely. The samples he was after will aid us in developing new anticoagulants. Thank you for your valuable contribution to science.
Lefty and his group turned into zombies, so I had to put them down. Here's your Psi radiation measurements.
I warned them. I told them that Lefty and his men required assistance, but all I got was, calm down, they can handle it, just focus on your duties. But if the data has been recovered, at least Lefty's sacrifice wasn't in vain. Thank you for bringing it here. Well, I don't have any other work for you.
Victoria, come in. Can you hear me? The data from the field lab at the vehicle station. Ever since the emission, there are anomalies all over the place. I need help.
Skiff, please hold on. I know you've already done a great deal, but Trachuk wouldn't bother me without good reason. I'm deeply concerned about him. Something must have gone awry during his research. I'm not entirely sure what Trachuk was working on, but he once hinted that it could revolutionize life in the zone. Help him, please.
All right. I'll get to the bottom of this.
I don't know what kind of trouble Trachuk is in, but it sounds pretty serious. Be careful out there. Hello. Looking for some equipment, are you?
I helped Trachuk with his problem. After the emission, the vehicle station was hit by anomalies, and he left a flash drive with measurements there on his way out. I had to retrieve it.
Yes, Trachuk's already contacted me. That situation with the ward was rather unpleasant. If he isn't overstating the significance of his data, you've helped even more than you realize. Thank you. It was a pleasure working with you. It's always nice to meet a professional.